Good evening, driver. Today you will be driving 2 Tango 28, which is the 1950 Southeastern service to Maidstone West. You will call at all stops along the way, set up your train, load passengers, and depart for your first station stop, Cuxton. Destination code for Maidstone West equals 1028. So we're in the AP 375 377 EP again. This time we're driving 375 305 from Strood to Maidstone West. So DRA off because the signal up ahead is clear. Insert master key, reverser to neutral. Reset the AWS. Put the headlights on. Like that. Have a glance at the TMS. There. Driver only operation, yes. Driver ID. That one. I think it's 1028. 1028. Enter. Send. Maidstone West. Next we need to set up the GSMR. Enter. That is us ready to go. Just need to wait for departure. Looks like there's a train bar. Okay, platform duties are complete. Press R to close the doors. They should be closing fairly quickly. Interlock lights are illuminated. Reverser to forward and power to notch 2. So departing Strood, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour. And we have about 2 miles to Cuxton, which is our next stop. So we'll be stopping at Strood, Cuxton, Halling, Snodland, New Hythe, Aylesford, Maidstone Barracks and Maidstone West. Line to the left goes to Rochester and Sittingbourne. Line over the top comes from London Victoria via Bromley South. So this scenario is available on AlanThompsonSim.com. It's called 2 Tango 28 1950 Strood to Maidstone West, June 2020. Created by TRF Cameron. This is the first time driving it, so I don't know what the scenario is like. Hopefully it's fairly enjoyable. Speed limit is now 70 miles an hour. So put the speed out to that. And press this button to activate the speed set. There. You know you've activated the speed set when the light illuminates. So we are on the Chatham Main Line and the Medway Valley route, available on Steam. I'm not sure if it's discounted. It probably is. Otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. But I think it's like half price or somewhere around there until July 9th. So the Medway Valley, I have never been down here before. I don't even know the route. I think it goes from... I think it's an extension from Strood to Tunbridge. So it's in Kent. I think it's Kent. So it should be a fairly straightforward road, stopping at all stations. So let's see what the blurb says. Driver 37533 car set between Strood and Maidstone West. With Maidstone West being a certain distance away. So I'm going to start braking at about 0.7 miles from our station. Start braking for Cuxton. I think over the top is HS1, I think, or is it a motorway? Yeah, it's motorway and HS1. I think driving HS1 would be really cool. Apart from the fact that I would have to edit out the channel tunnel because it's just a tunnel. The insides of tunnels are boring. So I would have to cut the video in the English side and then resume it on the French side. So this is Cuxton Station. Yeah, I think the mole man is obsessed with the Medway Valley. I think it's because he lives somewhere around here, I think. Probably. So stopping at the end of the platform. Yeah, I think the thing about these stations is that the platforms are really short. I think they can hold like 5 coaches at the most. So arrival into Cuxton. So platform duties are complete, so close the doors by pressing R for Romeo in the phonetic alphabet. Throttle to forward and power to notch 3. We'll set. Anyway, next station is Halling in about 2 miles. Oh yeah, I also want to apologise if I pronounce any of these stations wrong because I've never been anywhere near here. I've also heard quite a few complaints about the horn on this train. I mean, I've had very little experience with 377s and 375s, so I can't really say anything about it, other than just looking up train horns on YouTube. So I'll put the speed set back on, just so I know the speed. Do Southeastern drivers actually use speed set? Or is it like Southern and they don't use it? Oh, lake. Or is that a river? I think it's a lake. I think it's a lake, or like a large body of water, or a big puddle. So start braking for Halling Station. Yeah, the scenery is good. It's very scenic. So 375s, I've never been on one. I have seen 375s in real life, but I've never been on one. I assume they're not that different from 377s. Which I have been on 377. From... I think it was Clapham Junction to Watford Junction in a 377. It was packed. Because Southern only put on 4 coaches instead of 8. This was 2012, I think. So this was before the 377-6s and 377-7s entered service. Come on, frame rate. So arrival into Halling Station. Yeah, but the Moorman will be far better at this. Can't stop. So departing the Halling, the speed limit is still 70 miles an hour. And we have 1.5 miles to Snodland. Who came up with these names? Like, who came up with Snodland? Sounds like Snotland, the land of snot. So looking at the timetable, these stations are really close together. So it is kind of like a stop-starting type of service. So future videos, I am working on a series of scenarios from Purfleet in South London to Garston in Liverpool. I've already finished part 2, which is from Willesden to Rugby. I just need to put in the static stock and then do the other parts. So Rugby to Stafford, Stafford to Garston. So it's a big project in a power hall of 66 and containers. I think the part I'm most looking forward to is the first part from Purfleet to Willesden. But I think it's really cool to see like a freight train just curve through South London, then to North London. So breaking for Snodland. I don't know the area too well, so I think the only trains that come down here are the southeastern trains from Strood to Paddock Wood and Tonbridge, and I think a few peak services between Maidstone West and St Pancras from the 395s that go along HS1. So arriving into Snodland station. I assume there's like a footbridge or a foot crossing at the end. So the frame rate is really smooth. So arrival into Snodland. Yeah, I accidentally pressed W instead of A. So I was passing Snodland, the speed limit is 70 miles an hour, and we have a mile to Newhythe. There, just sort out the TMS again. Yeah, so this is the first time driving on the Medway Valley, and it looks really nice. The frame rate is so smooth. Like I'm getting like 30 FPS, and I've even got a bit of anti-aliasing on. Well, the frame rate was good until the stutter. Also, I think it also reset my speed set as well. So I put that back to 70. I'll put that on. So this week's videos. So I'm recording this on the Friday for it to go out on the Monday. So Monday is this. Tuesday is, I think it will be part 1 of the Garston train. Wednesday will be City Skylines Industries. Thursday will be Train Sim Part 2 on the West Coast Main Line South, and then Friday it will either be more Train Sim or Airport Madness if people like it. I mean, I like Airport Madness, it's a fun game. Until you crash stuff by accident. This is Newhythe, aiming to stop at the 3-car stop sign just coming up on the left. Arrival into Newhythe. Departing New Hythe, the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, and the next stop is Aylesford in less than a mile. So yeah, I thought I'd do like a different shot. Also, why are the platforms longer at New Hythe than the other stations? Do express trains stop there or something? Maidstone West to Strood. So I assume this is like a short shuttle service. Lots of alliteration. Also, speed limit is going down to 40. Come on, bring it down. Just in time. This is Aylesford. And I've completely overshot the platform. Whoops. Oops. Come on, stop. I like the interior. It's very southeasterly. So we're departing Aylesford. Next station is Maidstone Barracks in about 3 miles. Also, the speed limit is 40. I like how AP put in all different passenger views. Yeah, if I'm on the train, I like sitting here because you can see what's coming in the opposite direction. For saying that, when I'm normally on the train into Manchester, Newton Heath is on that side. And you're speeding already. And you're late. So yeah, this train isn't going to be on time because I'm bad at stopping trains. Did I put the TSD on? No, I don't think so. Speed limit is also going up to 70. So accelerate the train up to 70 before we stop at Maidstone Barracks. Very nice countryside. Mixture of 2D and 3D trees. Yeah, what confuses me a little bit is that some 375s have pantographs. What possible use could a 375 have for a pantograph if they were southeastern? I bet it's hardly ever used. Put the speed set back to 70. So Maidstone Barracks in about a mile. Exciting. I wonder what that's for. Look at the map. That is Allington. That's Allington apparently. Come on, frame rate. So Maidstone Barracks is coming up fairly shortly. Okay, stop braking now. Speed warning of 50 because Maidstone Barracks and Maidstone West are very close together. Don't know why Maidstone needs so many stations on this line. One train sim employed in Maidstone. So arriving into Maidstone Barracks. This is Maidstone Barracks. I don't know what you get off here for. You literally just stop by the 3-car stop sign. I'm so good at driving trains. So towards Maidstone Barracks, the next stop is Maidstone West in 0.44 miles where this service terminates. Also speed limit is 70 miles an hour going down to 30. We've also got a single yellow, which means we need to stop at the next signal, which is at the end of the platform. So slow down to 30 before arriving into Maidstone West. I think in a future video I'll probably continue to Tunbridge, but in the opposite direction, because it'll just be a repeat of this until you get to Maidstone West. And then after that, it will be brand new. We're now arriving into Maidstone West, where this service terminates. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed me taking this stopping train to Maidstone West in a 375 stop. So subscribe for more train sim content. Join my Discord server for training chat. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.